Sagittarius, hi and welcome to my channel, and today we're going with your reading. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that the energies can be inverted, and with this said, let's move forward. I hope everybody's having a good weekend or had a good weekend, because most likely I posted this after that. Today's Friday. Sorry for the delay in videos. I've been very packed with work, multiple things, and I was on vacation too, so it's been too much. But you know, here I am. Got new cards for y'all, new wig for y'all. Trying, dress to impress. Kidding. Oh, I sound like an extravagant there. But either way, let's see. Overall energy. Put it right there because I'm running out of space. 2 cups. We got Cancer energies, we got Leo energies, we got Libra, Pisces, Scorpio. The same energies over and over. Capricorn as well. I don't know if I said it twice. I do apologize if I did. And Virgo. Anywho, Sagittarius, I do feel that you are not standing up for yourself. Is calling upon use better judgment in certain things in your life. I feel that the cards are showing that you're holding on to something that is not paying off. If you had been in a relationship and you want to try again, some of you, again, I want to touch different basis, so please bear with me. First, if you're in a relationship and this person cheated on you and they're trying to get back with you, and you're like considering if you want to forgive them or not, the only thing is understand that they cannot untouch or undo what they've done. Okay, so you have to learn to be a chameleon and learn how to live with that. No matter how many times they apologize to you, no matter how many times they said I'm sorry, whatever you want, they do, they can never undo what they've done. So that's something that you need to let sit in, and to see if you can really work with that reality. The reality of things that forgiveness is not easy, especially when we come about trust and all that, because it's the denial of like understand that you cannot, they cannot undo what they've done. Okay, and I know that you understand that, but I want to make it crystal clear just in case. And use the better judgment. If you think your heart and mind can work together in a line and in synergy, and make this action and make this worth fighting for, go for it. Keep in mind that I wouldn't call it start over, because you can't really start over what you already start in. Something happened and then you're continuing it. You're never going to go back to what it was before. I will call it continuing and trying to build in, like it's like rebranding kind of thing. But both of you have to understand, and if you're a cross watcher, if this was done by a Sagittarius, I just take it the best way it's for you. So it's pretty much understanding that you cannot undo, you can only do better. And in hope, with that understanding, you can move forward and do what's best for the both of you. You need to embrace the reality and duality of like, should I stay or leave, and try to find the beams of light that makes sense. Any decision making that comes after thinking that. You have to understand there's a sense of loss of the trust, loss of the person you thought they were and what you guys had built. And understand that, there could have been situations that you did not see, or that you both did not see. And it did not make this happen, because this was, when somebody breaks your trust in any way, shape, or form, cheating or not, it's a decision. So understand that it was no accident, it was a decision. And maybe try to work through with communication what is the reasoning behind it and why it's worth fighting for. But you have to understand there's a sense of loss that you cannot put under the rug, and try to work that with professional help. Or if you go to church, if they have somebody there that takes care of couples and you trust, go for it. But it's the only way to understand the breakthrough and the better decision, so the connection, if you really want it to continue moving forward. There is a need to master your emotions, and I feel like the only way you can master your emotions is to feel them, to accept them, and to stop lollygagging and rebranding them to different feelings, because there's no embarrassment behind suffering or feeling a sense of loss. And embarrassment is not being able to acknowledge that and not wanting to move past that, you know. For you, Sagittarius, I do see there's a lot of work to do. Work on your self-love as well, because it's a sense of like you lost confidence, and you had to work on being more financial independent too, because this could have been also like a shock of like, oh my gosh, like I need, you know. Now going back to a different topic, if you are single, you need to work on who you're dealing with and who this person was. I do feel like this person is a master cheater. They often say, you know, I never done this before, you're the one. You're not the one. You're the one they choose right now, and whenever you go with this person, somebody else is going to be the one they choose, and so on and so on. They're never happy with their partners because they are looking for fun. They're not looking for a forever, and a forever is often not fun permanently, because the honeymoon phase is like within maybe a year or two, and then you go with the reality because you're living with this person. You know the good, the bad, the grumpy, the not grumpy. So at this point, you have a person in your life that's interested in you, or you guys are a situationship, and they are a master manipulator, they're a master cheater, and they say, hey, you're the one. No, you're the one they want now. The moment they get bored, you're going to be the one they leave. So I will highly recommend you to have a better understanding of what you're sitting on and standing on, and make decisions based on that, because of course you're not being judged, at least not out loud. People can judge you quietly, and that's fine. You don't know, it's fine. But you can't say you were not told and then say I didn't see it coming. Yes, you saw it coming, they told you about it, and you still stayed. And the beautiful thing about decisions is being aware of what you're doing when you're standing on, and then just embrace it. Sorry guys, my back is hurting and I need something to, and just embrace it, to be quite honest. And if you're embracing it and you are happy with that, that's that. Keep in mind that there's also a sense for you to work on your self-esteem, because if this were to come across your path and you acknowledge all of this and you still stay, I will highly recommend you to work on your self-esteem, because it's a sense of loss, sense of like, I want to be picked, no matter if I'm number 2, number 3, number 4. And it's not a pick me energy, because pick me energy is somebody that likes the attention. You are not that. It's more about like the sense of self-worth that you get when somebody picks you over other situations. It makes you feel important. And again, it sounds like a pick me, but you don't do it for fun. You do it, this is a subconscious trauma that you have to work with. And again, the same advice I give to the other Sagittarius: professional help. Now with this said, you need to master your emotions, and you need to master your decision making, and you need to master how is that you feel this way, how is that this presents itself, how do you need to manage it, and how do you avoid yourself from falling into similar situations, right? I do feel with the 2 of Cups, there is opportunities outside of this situation for both scenarios. For the first scenario, for this one as well, there is a new energy and possible new energy that you can actually talk about it as a soulmate. I forgot as well, you need to work on your financial independence, like I said in the first scenario, because something about you making it on your own is not enough, and you don't want to be stuck in situationships where you feel forced to stay in a relationship that you're not happy, or take treatment you're not happy with because of money. So there is a possible new energy coming forward too, but the thing is, like, you need to deal with this, because then you're gonna have a love triangle and it's gonna be very uncomfortable, and you don't want that. With the King of Cups in the reverse right here, what this person, and this is for both scenarios, does not have is compassion. And I do feel that you also need to work on being more compassionate to yourself and be less critical, because it's like sometimes you look at yourself like, oh my gosh, I'm requesting too much. You're not requesting too much. Often you're requesting the right thing to the wrong person. They will never do it willingly. And the question is like, why do you want somebody that shows you constantly that it's just never gonna be easy? They're never gonna make it easy. They're never gonna make it easier. Why do you want this person so bad? You know, that's the first question you need to ask yourself. The why is it that you want it? With the Magician, Libra energy, I feel like you have a huge destiny which is full of abundance, if full of positivity. I feel like your life should and can go in better places. I do feel like you need to question yourself, is this the manifestation I wanted, or is this what I'm settling down for? And I feel like in any sense, I'm gonna move to career in a second and money, but I feel like you are too set on like, what if I don't find better? But the question is, will you ever allow yourself to find better if this is the energies you're settling down for? Will you think somebody will ever be able to find what is out there if you are set in stone in one person or possible?